Three guys named Zader, Skelton, and Breer started putting together a brand new car while they were working at Willis. Under the direction of Walter Chrysler, that car grew into the first Chrysler. They didn't make it. But eventually, Walter Chrysler led Maxwell Motors, and they made the first Chryslers. And the first ones were sold in January 1924 to a public that was very eager to get more of them because they were special. They had four-wheel hydraulic brakes. One of the very few cars to have hydraulic brakes. The main one sold to the public before that was the Cord. And the Chrysler ones were tested in heat and cold, and they were consistently good. So they also had a very impressive engine designed for durability and reliability and smoothness, but able to propel the new Chrysler at 70 miles per hour, which, if you know 1924 cars, is a lot. So it goes on sale January 1924. Here we are a century later. It is Chrysler Centennial 2024. So to celebrate it, we don't have any official celebrations because Chrysler isn't admitting it's 100 years old. I guess it's worried about its age. It's going to, stay 39 forever. But we do have this lovely book, A Century of Chrysler. And this takes you through the story of Chrysler from before it was Chrysler. It takes you from the start of Maxwell. It takes you before the start of Maxwell, really. And it takes you up to the creation of the Chrysler and then all the way through to the current day. It's kind of U.S.-centric. I do have other countries in there, but it's mostly U.S. because this is where Chrysler was born. And you can see lots and lots of illustrations. Let's see. As we go through the years. And I cover the 300-letter cars, but I also cover the everyday cars, which Chrysler sold for years, which kept them going all the way up to today. Now, this book, which I might remind you, is the only way to celebrate Chrysler Centennial right now, unless you want to have a party in your backyard, which I would endorse. It is available in 4 versions, 2 ebooks, 2 print books. So, paperbacks. $33 at Amazon, $34 at Barnes & Noble. Why? Because Barnes & Noble charges more for printing. So $33 at Amazon is your best buy. $39 for the hardcover at Amazon. If you really like hardcovers, the content is exactly the same. Now in the ebooks, the pictures are grouped together to make it easier to read. And there's fewer pictures because Amazon has a limit on the size of an ebook that you can store with them. And $8.99 for an Apple ebook, suitable for iPad or iPhone. Probably easier on the iPad. And then there's the Kindle version is $9.99. When I put this book together, I tried to draw on everything that I had learned about Chrysler. I started what became Allpar back in 93 or 94, and I was working on it through 2017. And then I started Motales and worked with Patrick at Stow Power. And I've done all these videos. So I've learned a lot, but I've also met a lot of people. I've met some of the people who led product development at Chrysler, who were responsible for some major parts. And I talked, and I tried to integrate everything that I learned into this book to give you multiple perspectives. And I used my organizational research and consulting background as well to try to get into what was going on. So it's a book about Chrysler the mark, not Chrysler the corporation. I learned a lot about what Chrysler was and what it wasn't. And I learned about how what it was changed over time, but there was always some core that was in common. And I learned about what really damaged the Chrysler image over time and changed it. But I also learned that it stayed surprisingly strong for a surprisingly long amount of time and really survived a lot of things that you might think would have really damaged it quite a bit. So that's the book. I urge you to go out and buy it. You can see all the links to buy it at dave.zatz.us/century.php, or you can just go on to Amazon and do a search for Century Chrysler Zatz if you want to. All right, this is Dave from Motales signing off. And, that's one last thing. If you want an autographed copy, there is a thread on allpar.com, and I will get one to you as soon as I can. So just let me know, and I'll see you soon.